Hey, what's up everybody? Lawler here. Just coming at you guys with a new update regarding the RLCS.gg website. You guys have been asking for a long time, make it cleaner, make it look better, and we've done exactly that. I'm going to go over the changes as well to the website, as well as to Season 4 for RLCS coming in. They've had an announcement twice today. So the big thing with the website, first thing to see is they've cleaned up all the menus, added a better live button up top, and the other stuff as well is updates, seeing how many live posts. There should be up to 6, I assume, and then the ability to see previous VODs very easily embedded into the website. The way for navigation is up at the top. There's these arrows that you can go left and forth, and it's going to toggle through these panels. And then if you click wow, I can't talk. Read more, it'll open up the actual panel of discussion. The biggest thing that you guys need to know is for the website, it's cleaned up. They actually give a live preview of all the current matches going on. So like we had Brist Summer Series last week. Even though these aren't correct, I don't know where these games are from. Because if it's Brist Summer Series, these teams can't play each other. So that's really weird. But if they have a live ticker and stuff, not only is it going to show you the scores and everything, which is only unfortunate because of like spoiler purposes, and I hope I'll message the guys about that, is to have like a show and hide spoiler thing so they can't do it. But there's an embedded link where you can just watch live, as well as all the scores, approximate dates, times, so you guys are knowing exactly when stuff is going on without having to dig for it. You can literally just go to the website, type it in, look at the top, and be like, okay, this is when this game is. I don't have to go searching for social media for it. Makes it really easy, as well as detailed views with schedules and the ability to watch previous games under VODs. It's really cool there. The other cool thing as well is it's going to give you team stats based upon their performances on where they've been placing, their stats themselves of where they are currently in league play, as well as their stats in the aspect of team stats. The other cool thing about that is they're also going to have all the players, where they're from, their names, who's the captain, the roster if there's any changes, their awards they've achieved, like Golden Striker awards and stuff, their previous match history, and then all the stats to go with it. So their shooting accuracy, how many saves they have, all the important stuff that I love in one place. Makes it really, really easy. If you guys don't know, parallel.gg, also another really good website. To my knowledge, I hope we're going to be pairing this kind of site where you can go into like teams and players and organize this, but have it in their separate page. So hopefully that'll be really well done. Shout outs to Slock and the guys. They do a fantastic job on Parallel GG. But hopefully they embed that kind of stuff with an API in here so it's all live done per day, which would be awesome. So that's kind of the big oversight for the actual website. But the big thing that everybody has been talking about is Season 4 update. Absolutely huge update to the RLCS coming Season 4. First and foremost is we now have an official name for that I can't even say the word. The league that is right below RLCS. The RLRS, or the Rocket League Rival Series. The way that this season is going to work, and the big news for everybody, is we no longer have 8 teams in the RLCS. We now technically have 16. RLCS is still going to run the same way with 8 teams. Top 6 teams get into a regional championship. And then the bottom 8 teams are now going to play, instead of just no off season, doing literally nothing for 3 months. They're then going to have those teams 9 through 16 play in the Rival Series. And the way that it'll work, like I said, for the RLCS, is the big difference is last season we had 2 auto-qualifying teams, and then the World Championship team, the team that won LAN, also gets qualified. For North America, it was Energy and Rogue. For Europe, it was Mocket, Flipside, and Envious, previously Northern Gaming. Mocket didn't keep 2/3 of the roster, so they lose their auto bid. So those are the 4 teams that are getting in, 2 for NAT, 2 for EU. The big difference this season is the teams that make it into the regional championship. So the top 6 teams after 5 weeks of league play will automatically make it into the next season of RLCS, which is absolutely huge. The bottom 2 teams, the teams that are 7th and 8th, will then play against the RLRS teams that have finished 1st and 2nd in their league play. So The RLRS will run approximately the same time. It'll run at Fridays, the day 2 days before NA and EU, which is Saturday and Sunday, on the same page for Rocket League, for twitch.tv/Rocket League. Those teams will then play out a 5-week league play just like the RLCS, but the teams that finish first and second will now play the teams that finish 7th and 8th in the RLCS in a relegation-style double elimination best-of-7 bracket, and the 2 teams that come out on top will then be able to play in the RLCS the following season. The other thing for the RLRS is the 2 teams that are placed, I forget the exact, 3rd and 4th will retain their spot for the RLRS. So 1st and 2nd have a chance to play in the top 2, or the bottom 2 for the RLCS. If they win, they get in. The teams that lose will then still drop to the RLRS. They keep their spot. They don't have to go through open qualifiers. So teams 1 through 4 will get to play in the RLRS. They don't have to go through the open qualifier, which is also different this season. Open qualifiers this season, there is 4 open qualifiers, so if you don't make it into the first one, you can play in another one, and we will have 128 teams. We keep the top 32 from each open qualifier, and then those guys play through a bracket. That's what this is talked about. If you guys want to get the full details on that, it's a lot to elaborate on. Go to rlcs.gg/news/RLCS Season 4 update. I will post that link in the description. But it's being run by community tournaments, the 4 being listed here. And then the big thing as well is all the dates have been officially announced. The biggest one that a lot of people do not realize, if you look at league play, normally after week 2 of league play, we have Midseason Mayhem. Midseason Mayhem is no longer there. We are not doing Midseason Mayhem this season, simply because a lot of people in chat were just super confused. They didn't know if it counted towards like the results, where their standings were. They didn't understand the prize pool. It was super weird. Like, they just didn't comprehend the concept of it, and the players really didn't like it being in the middle, because they had to, practice and scrim for this seriousness, and then out of nowhere it's like, yo, we can still win like $8,000. We should probably practice for this, and it completely deflects from the aspect of what we're supposed to be focusing on. Hopefully we take that kind of mentality of Midseason Mayhem and do like an all-star event or something at LAN. I hope. I don't know. I like the carefree, the have fun kind of style. I think it's really fun for the players to just be able to relax a little bit, but it's difficult to put in during the season simply because the focus should be on top tier, really specific play. So that's kind of a big one. No more Midseason Mayhem, which allows us to kind of put that money elsewhere and put it back towards the players, which is cool. So we'll see. Prize pool has not yet been announced. That'll come in later details. But if you guys have any questions, don't be afraid to hit me up on Twitter, Twitch, any sorts of social media. Otherwise, leave a comment down below with any questions, and I'll answer them to the best of my ability. But yeah, pretty cool stuff coming for Season 4 and Season 5 going to. Just the biggest ones to pay attention to. The new lower tier series called the Rival Series. There's going to be 6 teams that automatically get into Season 5 for the RLCS. The top 6 that go to the Regional Championship. The bottom 2, 7th and 8th seeds, will then play the top 2, 1st and 2nd seed from the RLRS. Winners go into the RLCS. Losers then play in the Rivalry Series next season. Try to get those top 2 spots so they have their chance to get back in. Rewarding teams for doing really well consistently. I love it. I absolutely love it. So let me know what you guys think. See you next time.